Okay, gonna do an update on this Russian ammo ban crisis debacle, okay, as it went. Okay, last Friday, I guess, or somewhere around there, is when the news broke. I was going through Saturday morning, my emails, and I had a couple of them where they said they're banning the ammo. So of course, to go look into this, I go and look, do a search on YouTube, and of course it started. And over the past few days, it's been since last Friday, it's a number of days. There's got to be thousands of videos out there. Anyone who has anything to do with any type of gun channel has made something. Now the first one, when I pulled up Russian ammo shortage and I went through, I went to one of these guys that have some sort of gun channel, and they do it a lot more professionally than me. They sit there, they have an intro, and then, oh, here's my sponsor, blah, 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 monkey ass industry, clips, mags, holsters, lights, and put in the code moron01 and get an additional 5 to 15% discount. I don't do that here, okay? And what they did is, see, this is why this whole system, I mean, technology is nice. The fact that we can spread information fast is nice, but there is a backlash and a downfall, and it harms us. It harms us as gun owners, and it harms us in terms of our personal freedom. All right? And what I mean is, everyone went, seen this, wherever it was, posted online, the news break. Okay, they're banning Russian imports. So, first thing is, everyone, the reason, okay? Now, most people say Joe Biden is banning Russian ammo. Gun laws, it's all, it's all along this line, okay? Then the next thing is, well, this all started because he poisoned a news reporter or a diplomat or something. The Russians assassinated this individual, which, they've kind of proven that's true. People who speak out against them, whatever, they've whacked a couple guys for running their mouth, okay? That is true, but that is not the reason, I don't believe. See, so everyone puts all these reasons and all these things and buy it now because this is just the beginning and all this other stuff. What I think people have to do is just step back from this. And yes, I understand, because when this was brought to my attention and I watched some of the first videos, it makes you angry. It's like, here we go again, just when things were calming down and you can buy ammo again and go out and target shoot, recreationally shoot. Somebody does something, it sparks panic, insanity, and then prices go up. I guess they told me that the AmmoSeek server crashed in a very short time because everybody was searching for this ammo and all this other stuff. And a lot of places pulled it, a lot of places selling it. Like I said in the first video, within 48 hours, they're having a sale with free shipping. Now, everything's off, it ain't even listed, and if you're buying it, you're paying an awful lot of money for steel-cased ammo, and you're limited, okay? So, the reaction of the people triggers the retailers to put the screws together, okay? The fact everyone flies off the handle, goes on this panic buy, and that it just opens the door to get screwed, okay? Now I'm looking, they're getting 50 cents a round for that ammo, which, I remember buying it, if I bought it by the case, the steel cased ammo, say 223. It was $4.95 a box. Okay, so you do the math. Alright, and then when the ammo shortage came, I'd take it to the flea market and I'd sell it for $8 a box. Okay, and the thing about the steel cased ammo, yes, it's less expensive, but actually the quality of it is pretty shitty. Okay, and a lot of people really don't use it. I've had people tell me that they're not shooting steel case shit in their gun, okay? Be it an AK-47 or an AR-15 or anything else. There's a lot of people that don't use steel ammo. Also, the steel ammo, the quality control, I noticed. The last batch of 223 or 5.56 that I got really didn't shoot well. Now, I've had some of it. Don't get me wrong. I've shot it for years. Tula was the brand. I shot thousands of rounds of the stuff without a problem. Then I get one case that the guns aren't working, there's malfunctions, it's very inconsistent. And also with the 7.62 by 39, I had a batch of it where you could see, you could take dial calipers and see that the primers were 15 to 20 thousandths below the face of the case. Okay, the primer pockets were too deep. So when you put that ammo in a gun that only has a 40 thousandths firing pin protrusion from the face of the bolt, the ammunition doesn't work, or it just hits it to where it isn't crushing it enough. You get a shitload of light strikes. That is why Russian guns have primer protrusion at about 80 thousandths. You put the same ammo in an AK-47, it all goes off. You put it in a AR-15 with the 7.62 by 39 upper receiver, the ammunition don't work worth a shit. Okay, I put brass case ammo. It's a little bit better quality, a little bit more expensive. Not a problem. This gun is deadly accurate. It's a great gun to shoot. Okay, so a lot of people, first of all, don't like it. Okay, and this is the controversy. All right, if you don't use it, you don't like it, you don't want to touch it, who cares if they ban it? Another thing, that first report I said, and I'm listening, and everybody's in a panic, everyone, and I heard anything, one guy said 40% of the ammo in the United States is the Russian-made ammo. Some people said 20% of it. Well, after everyone calmed the hell down, okay, we've really found out that Russian importations make up 4% of the ammunition on the market in the U.S. So even if the stuff stops coming in today, it is only a 4% decrease in what is available. Not 40, not 20, which that's huge. 4%. Still, nothing, it's not something to just say, oh, well, no big deal. No, it is. 4% of the national sales is a good chunk of the market. But it's not 40. Okay, see, then when you start throwing these numbers around and then the panic starts and everybody's buying everything, everyone's saying it is a ban on ammunition in general, which it is not. And basically the reason, I think the thing is, nobody pays attention, nobody listens, and a lot of people are only worried about one small thing, the ammo, and their little lives, okay? You got to take a step the hell back and look at the big picture. Okay, there's a lot of things going on in the world. This is not just the United States, it's the world. The thing with Afghanistan, this is the main bone of contention. We pull out this and that, Russia this, China's involved, and what it all boils down to with everyone doesn't know, it's not the equipment we left. I've had a couple veterans and people come up to me bitching that they left all this gear, now the Taliban has it. The Taliban is in charge. They're on the news. When we go to Afghanistan, these are the people we must speak, these two, and these are the people who are in charge of this country, okay, is the Taliban, which I guess the United States policy on never negotiating or speaking to terrorists, I guess that shit went out the window. But what it is, what everyone doesn't know, it's not about the Taliban, it's not about the United States, it's not about anything like that. It is Afghanistan, okay? What do they have there? Afghanistan is the #1 producer of opium, which is used in the processing of making heroin. Okay, they're the #1 country that produces it. Also, the United States consumes, illegally, 70% of the world's heroin production. See the connection? The only other thing of value that comes out of Afghanistan is that weird little bright blue gemstone, lapis lazuli or whatever, I can't pronounce it, but that's it. Okay, it was actually, those stones were used on King Tut's death mask. Those are about the only two things that are tangibly worth any money that come out of Afghanistan. So henceforth, what the hell is the big deal? And what is this reason why all this, who cares? Well, something that leaked out, there was a movie made and all this other shit. There is something hidden in Afghanistan. Lithium. They've assessed during our little occupation there that there is $2 trillion worth of lithium ore inside Afghanistan. And who mines it and produces lithium batteries, which we use in everything, cameras, this, all of it. Okay, you're talking $2 trillion worth. That is what everyone's fighting over. It ain't politics. It ain't religion. It is. It's who's going to get their hands on that $2 trillion damn dollars. Kind of see the picture, guys? Russians are involved. China, they had programs, all your cell phones and all the batteries. China is the #1 producer of all these batteries for electronics, globally. All these companies, Motorola, the cell phone companies, all this other stuff. The factories in China supply them with the lithium batteries. And they pay people $60 a month. That is why China does it. And that is why China is the world supplier. Okay? How many of us here in the United States will go to our job, sleep in a bunk with 5 other people in this closet, and go to work every day in a factory producing something for $60 a month? Huh? Raise your hand. How many guys going to jump right on that job offer? Okay? That's why we can't defeat them. It's the fact that we allow them to sell their products on our market, which at one time, years ago, that was not true. Okay, but see now this globalism, this is how it works. This is the whole thing behind this. It is not the, it's not like Joe Biden said, well, I'm going to screw all gun owners. I'm going to just ban the Russian ammo and then ban ammunition in general. That is not what's going on. Okay? This precedent, this sanction happens to be against Russia on a very broad scale and also covers its civilian market. Okay, which is probably for the Russian military industry a small chunk. Small, but good-sized chunk. It's 4% of the U.S. ammo sales, so it's nothing to sneeze at. But it happens to encompass the whole embargo against Russia. Okay, is what us in the shooting community, the inexpensive, plentiful ammunition that we like to use for our hobby. So we took a direct hit. But there's a lot more going on, okay, than just this. So the thing is, well, it's too late, because I went and looked today. I mean, they're getting, for the steel case stuff, they're getting 50, 60 cents a round for it, okay, which it's not worth it. Don't buy it at that, okay. If you don't buy the damn ammo, Okay, let them eat it. All right, and really, when I was selling it, it didn't sell well at all. It's like people bought tons of it back when it was really cheap, and anybody that had a gun that shot it had a pile of it. And it didn't sell very well prior to the shortage. And even after the shortage, people did buy it up, okay, because of the panic and the shortage started to get really bad. But even then, they were kind of reluctant. But, you know, I got rid of just about all that I had. And I was fortunate, I found an extra 500 rounds laying somewhere that I misplaced. So I really wouldn't panic right now. And I believe that even with this offset, and here's another thing, the one guy explained how this works. When you import something, ammunition say, you fill out a form and you request from the government the permission to import this product. I think this goes with any product, you know, not just ammunition. But this one you have to go through the ATF and say, hey, you know, I want to bring in so many rounds of ammunition. And you fill the form out and you give it to them. And here's the catch. The one guy did do the research. This form, once you file it, is good for 2 years. So they're not going to cut off the ammunition instantly. It's just after a date in September. If you go to file this, okay, after the deadline, you're not going to get the paperwork sent through. But say you filed 2 weeks ago, you got another 2 years, so you can import whatever you listed, how many millions of rounds you want to bring in as production catches up. So this is not just a cutoff. This is not a ban on any caliber, okay? And there's no reason to panic and start paying exorbitant prices. And I mean, the retailers showed you. The minute this got on there, they yanked all their stuff. Okay, that shows you that these people are not out looking out for your benefit. They're just, you know. So that's another thing you guys got to remember. I've had several emails and messages, people explaining this to me. There were some people that were watching the internet way closer than I was and told me about the crashes and how if it did come back, it was limited. And a lot of places, these calibers supposedly are sold out, which, like I said, it's kind of hard to think that they sold them out in 48 hours. I mean, they had at one place, they had skids and skids of stuff, okay? A whole damn warehouse full of it. Oh, we just got a shipment in. And that was sold in 24 hours. Yeah. So, that's my update on it, and that's my way of looking at it. And kind of the baseline message is, you know, don't panic. And there's several other people out there telling you the same thing. Don't panic. Don't get taken. And don't make the crisis more worse than it is. There are a lot of other things we have to worry about. And right now, probably the best way to get through all this is to stay calm. Don't lose your temper. Don't get all bent out of shape. Okay? Just be cool and see how this all turns out.